Hi friends, what is the difference between this Kali Yuga and the other yugas like Krita Yuga, Treta Yuga and Dwapara Yuga? In those eras, in those yugas, people used to have yogic power. With that yogic power, they used to go even to heaven. They were going to heaven and they had interaction with the birds and all. So here is an interesting story about historical story about Nal Maharaj and Damayanti. What is the story? Let us know about it. During those periods, beautiful swans used to come from heaven to the earth and were happily moving in Manas Sarovar. They were able to talk in human voice. One of the most beautiful swans was Rajahamsa, having beautiful golden feathers. It was just like it was talking just like other human beings, and here the swan became the mediator in arranging marriage between Nal Maharaj and Damayanti. How did it happen? Let us know. Now let's get into the story. Before getting into the story, we must know who was Nal Maharaj and who was Damayanti. Nal Maharaj was the son of Virasena of the kingdom Nishid. Damayanti was the daughter of Bhimasena, king of Vidarbha. One day, Nal Maharaj was walking in his courtyard where there was a beautiful lake. A group of swans came to that lake from Manas Sarovar. They were not ordinary swans. They came from heaven, so they had divinity. One of the swans called Rajahamsa caught the attention of Nal Maharaj. He was fascinated by its beautiful golden feathers, caught it and embraced it. He was shocked to hear it talking. Maharaj, I know what is there in your mind. You are thinking about Damayanti. You fell in love with her. My God, how do you know what I am thinking about? He asked the swan. Yes, Maharaj, I have that power of reading your mind. Give me a chance and leave me. I will go to Damayanti and will capture her opinion about you. If she likes you, both of you can get married, said one of the swans, Rajahamsa. It flew to the kingdom Vidarbha. It found beautiful Princess Damayanti. Even Damayanti was fascinated by its beautiful feathers, caught it and placed it on her lap. Now the swan addressed Damayanti. Princess Damayanti, I know what you are thinking about. Rajahamsa asked the princess. Really? Come on, tell me, what am I thinking about? Said the princess. You are thinking about Nal Maharaj. He is very handsome, knew many arts including cooking, has great knowledge of horses. Mainly, he is a good human being. So, he is a perfect match to you, said the swan. Yes, I heard about his great qualities, due to which I fell in love with him. Damayanti opened her heart too. Rajahamsa flew back to Nal Maharaj to convey this message. He felt very happy. Thus, the swan became a messenger or mediator to enhance their love towards each other. At that point of time, even Vidarbha king declared Swayamvar to his daughter Damayanti. Nal Maharaj too received the message. So, he was going to take part in Swayamvar. On the way, 4 Devatas, Indra, Varun, Agni and Yama appeared in front of him and introduced themselves. See Maharaj, we heard about your great qualities. We 4 are going to take part in Swayamvar. You please make Damayanti to accept any one of us. You be our mediator in performing any one of our marriage with her. What could he say? They are asking to sacrifice his own love to them, further asking to be their messenger. What would he do? They are Devatas. He asked, But how can I reach there? You don't worry for that. We have supernatural powers. You will disappear here and reach her palace, said they. Thus he reached the palace, saw Damayanti, and said these words to her. Princess Damayanti, you are really lucky woman. Gods Indra, Agni, Varun, and Yama wanted you to marry any one of them. I came as their messenger. What do you say? He asked her. What are you talking, Maharaj? We are human beings. How can I marry a Devata? I am in deep love with you. How can you expect me to marry someone else? No, I can't. He said, See, Damayanti, I am an ordinary human being and will grow old and lose my charm and die one day. But they are young forever, they won't die. He tried to convince her. Damayanti said these words, If you compel me to marry them, I will die. He again said, How can you die? If you jump into a river, you will be caught by Varun anyway. If you jump into fire, you are offering yourself to Agni. If you die in any means, Yama is there to pick your hand. What about Indra? He is the controller of your mind and he can prevent you from committing suicide and marry you anyway. So you have no option except marrying any one of those four, said he very cleverly. What are you thinking about me, Maharaj? I like you not because your physical appearance, but your great qualities. Anyway, you did your job as their messenger. It is my decision to whom I had to marry, said Damayanti. Those four Devatas, including Nal Maharaj, reached the place and occupied their seats. Now Damayanti had to garland the person who won her heart. She prayed Gauri Mata to help her in this situation. She approached the place where those Devatas and Nal Maharaj was sitting. Now Damayanti had to garland the person who won her heart. She prayed Gauri Mata to help her in this situation. She approached the place where those Devatas and Nal Maharaj was sitting. These five stood at the same time. She was about to garland Nal Maharaj, but all four appeared to her like Nal Maharaj, including Nal Maharaj himself. How to identify the prince who won her heart? She observed them very keenly and garlanded real Nal Maharaj. How could she identify him? Friends, here we must understand the differences between Devatas and human beings. These are differences between Devatas and human beings. When they reached the place, all were garlanded as the sign of respect. Nal Maharaj, being human, his garland dried a bit and she could feel his breathing. But remaining four are not breathing since they are gods. They are not blinking their eyes. Their bodies are not sweating. Their feet are just above the ground. Then she realized that those four, though impersonating Nal Maharaj, could not hide their godly nature. So she could identify real Nal Maharaj and garlanded him. Thus she could marry him. Indra, Agni, Varun and Yama came to their original form and said, We really wanted to test how great you are, Maharaj, and the intensity of Damayanti's love towards you. They blessed the couple and disappeared. In this way, their marriage had been performed very successfully. Let us come with some other interesting topic in our next video. Till then, bye.